versus the Storm.
Hello everyone, and fantastic to have your company as we welcome you to today's clash between the South Sydney Rabbitoh and the Melbourne Storm. We're high in the grandstands to watch this one. Andrew Voss with you, and alongside me is Gus Gould.
Well, the rain continues to fall. Conditions are absolutely dreadful here. This isn't what either team was hoping for. I'm sure both coaches have thrown their original game plans out the window, and they'll be playing a special brand of wet weather football. It's going to be ugly, but the win is so important, it will be fierce.
But Gus, as a kid, you used to love playing in these conditions. Bit of rain. It's nice to get a game like this from time to time. Play begins. The kickoff. We're underway. Hampton there to field the kick. Chambers. Here's danger. He's caught them napping. Big run. Bromwich. Proctor. Chambers. Slips the pass. Kicks it along. Proctor. That is tackle number 3. Smith goes himself. Defence zeroes in. It's a big tackle. Ref says 4. Bromwich. Referee signifies 5th tackle. Kronk with a torpedo punt. The ball. Reynolds finds support. And that is tackle number 2. Reynolds. Clay held on too long there.
The correct call was made there. Good refereeing.
To make some metres with his kick for the sideline. That's gone into touch. Reynolds. He starts the play with a tap. Breaks through. Luke. McQueen. Great defence. Reach tackle 3. Keary. Inglis. Oh, that's a tackle. There's the 4th tackle. McQueen. Almost to the line. Referee signifies 5th tackle. Keary will test them on the ground with a grubber kick. Hampton gathers it. On tackle 1. Proctor fends off the defence. Man's plenty of respect from 2 defenders there. Strong defence here. Smith, nice scoop from dummy half. Hampton wriggles free in the tackle, and he's offloaded. That is forward, and that is an absolutely critical mistake. I think the coach is going to explode. Inglis. Walker. He's held. Keary. One-handed offload. I reckon that's play on. Cutting out his teammates. Coraviti, a quarter of the game gone. Hampton. Referee calls held.
Second tackle.
Harris. I don't think he's been practicing that pass. Another mistake. They're having trouble hanging on to the ball out there. That's the first. Walker. Ball and all tackle. On tackle 2. Burgess. Losing defence. Unable to break through. McQueen. Reynolds. Tyrrell. Breaking his way through the line. Still a couple of tackles left here. Burgess. Stewart. Walker. Johnston. Breaks through the line. That's tackle 5. Walker. He's launched the high kick. Bromwich waited for the bomb and never took his eyes off the ball. Good 2-man tackle there. Clay Out of my way, he says. Second tackle up.
Second tackle.
Proctor shoving his way through.
Help.
On tackle number 3, Chambers. Fanua.
Help.
That's 4. Smith scoots out a dummy half. Pretty effective tackle, that one. Ball and all tackle. Well, he's gone over the sideline. Inglis! Walker, Keary. Not sure who that one was for. That's commitment, getting to the loose ball. Chiro. McQueen. Stonewall defence. Stewart. Walker. Johnston. Breaks through the line. Well, he's run straight into touch.
No, 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 no. What was he thinking?
Man, good play. He fends off one. They work hard to bring him down. That is the first tackle. Hinchcliffe, nearly half-time. Great defence. Cronk, Proctor, shoves his way through. That's the 30-metre line. That's where he'll play it. Smith senses a chance out of acting half. Cronk. So the first half is over. Oh, Gus, your mother always said you'd have days like these. With a long kickoff. Keary latches onto that kick. Grant. Reynolds. Stewart. Wow, he's through the line. And down he goes. That's the second. Reynolds. He breaks through. Nice tackle. We'll play it on tackle 3. McQueen. An out ball. Keary. Inglis. And he's nailed by the defence. 4.
Fourth tackle.
Keary. Grant.
Help.
That's 5th tackle in my book. Reynolds with a punt. Fanua doesn't make it to that ball on the full. Hinchcliffe. Superb tackle. First tackle. Bromwich. Man. Ball and all tackle. That's the second tackle. Remind me not to get in his way. That's a great fin.
Get up.
3 is the call. Green. Beats a man. He breaks through the defence. Boy, oh boy, what a run this is. Well, if you ever wanted to know how to silence a parochial crowd, you get a try just like that.
That was a very good try. Fans will be relieved to see the first points on the board.
Dot in 2 with a kick. The Storm lead 6-0. Korobiti with the leap and comes down with the ball. Smith. McLean. He breaks through, wading through the defence. Eventually taken to ground. Hampton, Korobiti. And he's through the line. Open pasture, and there's daylight in front of him. Bang, bang, back-to-back tries. And tremendous kick.
The Storm are playing some very solid football. Not afraid to chance their arm, and they're finding plenty of space.
The Melbourne Storm lead 12-0 here. He really found air on that take. Smith. Classic tackle. There's the first tackle. Harris. Korobiti. Man. Oh, that's a super tackle. Ref shout second tackle. Bromwich. Hinchcliffe. And you'll find that's the third tackle. Weston. Hampton. Green. He brushes off the tackle. Fourth tackle. Weston. Bromwich.
He's held.
Final tackle. Let's see what they do. Kronk. He punts it. Inglis on the bounce, has the ball. And he's all on his own. They're closing in fast though. Here they come, the defenders closing. At last, they score a four-pointer.
South Sydney have scored a marvellous long-range try here, and the crowd are absolutely stunned by this play. Sometimes there's just no defence to brilliance. That was the case here.
That's how you do it, straight over.
That will give this team's confidence a tremendous boost. Now they need a good set from the kickoff. Get to the kick and apply some pressure on the opposition.
Melbourne lead 12 points to 6. Keary there to field the kick. Walker, unstoppable, breaks through the defence. This could be trouble. Good tackle. Second of 6 tackles there.
Second tackle.
Inglis cutting out his teammate. Goodwin, nice low tackle. Halfway through the count.
Third tackle.
Inglis,
He's worked tirelessly for his teammates this afternoon. What a performance.
offload. Grant, Walker, Stewart, Johnston breaks through the defence. Beats a tackle. The South Sydney Rabbitohs, there it is, second try of the match.
Good try that, Andrew. The build-up was impressive, and in the end, the defence had no answer to that piece of brilliance.
Can you believe that? It's off the post. His face says it all. Centre of halfway again. Goes long. Inglis there to field the kick.
He just keeps going and going and going.
One.
McQueen fending off the defence. The stadium shakes after that tackle. Keary grabs Mule.
He's held. Get off it.
That's the third tackle. Cutting out his teammates. Inglis. Shaken up by a two-man tackle. That's the fourth. Grabs Mule. Goodwin. Wrapped up on the 30-metre line. Last tackle. They want to come up with something. Keary kicks. Kronk.
He's held. Number two.
Not much loving in that tackle. That's the third. Hinchcliffe. Green. Great defence. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeve here. Bromwich. Chambers. Wow. Here's trouble. He charges through. The stadium shakes with that tackle. Kronk. Slips the pass. Kronk.
Nice pass.
Big tackle. And that is it. And your overall thoughts on the game, Gus?
The Melbourne Storm have picked up the win this afternoon. A solid display of rugby league here and have come away with a very good victory.
Well, put your cue in the rack, Gus. You've worked very hard on that one. Take a break and we'll come back with another game next time.